Hi, everybody from Chili Fisher Field in Berea, Ohio. It should be a dandy today featuring the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets and the Washington Jefferson Presidents. Both Jeff Mountain of W&J and Brian Harrison of the oldest and greatest university in America talking things over with the umpires at home plate. We got ourselves a dandy today featuring two very fine schools, to say the least. Of course, Fisher Field full of AstroTurf and a symmetrical field, 320 down the line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 out into center field. So obviously, you got to hit a long way if you want to hit a home run here at Fisher Field. Well, we should have ourselves a dandy. Washington Jefferson trying to pick up one, but so are we. Time running here. We got swept to Mountain Union. Oh boy, Mountain Union's always tough. But no better way to come back than beat Washington and Jefferson today. We'll see if it happens or whatnot. I think it can happen. What about you folks? Let's hope you agree with me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon as we are waiting for this game to begin in just a minute. Of course, last time we were here was a 1-0 decisive win. Well, Vince stole some Astro went the distance. Vince will not be on the mound today. That honor goes to a freshman. How about that? A freshman. The freshman's name, you might be wondering who it is. It is number 49. That is Trip Thayer. Trip number 49. He's from Kirtland, the former Kirtland Hornet. Looking to pick up. Will be a nice little win out here today. We're 15-10 on the season, so a little different from the last few seasons, but still, nonetheless, over 500, so you can't complain at that. Let's listen to the starting lineup. The smoke's just trying to try to or gimbal. Now let's listen. As the starting lineup we introduced in just a minute.
First shortstop, number 31, Sean Coletti. Batting second, designated hitter, number 10, Harrison Johnson. Batting third, the first baseman, number 19, Adam Gilpin. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 20, Colin West. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 45, Joseph Harrison. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 23, Frank Mitchell. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 32, Jason Hicks. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 3, Justin Ritchie. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 36, John Sarah. And on the mound, Fox. Number 49, Trip Taylor.
Now that all that's done with, time to play some baseball. Trip Day, we're going to be on the mound for the good guys. Stands at 6 feet on the dot, weighs 190, and is a freshman making, I assume it's his first start, at least first start here on YouTube. For the Jackets, at least. Ah, yes, we got ourselves a dandy on our hands today. Don't know who's winning off for the Presidents, but I do know we are in the brown, they are in the black. So we'll see how things fare today. There's some differences. Matt Terzola not at second. Instead, it will be Graham Mitchell. Not at center field is Dennis Rollinger Nyrider. In this place, John Pansteris. Otherwise, everything looks virtually the same. We're almost ready for this game to begin. On a very chilly Thursday afternoon, I'd like to remind everybody the weather here is in the 40s, and the wind isn't really that good today. Isn't that strong, as known by the fact that the American flag got flag and fact mixed up. But the flag is down. Jacob LaDuca is going to lead off for the Presidents. That ball over Mason's head. And we're almost ready to get this show on the road. Jacob LaDuca, a senior from Canisius High School in Clarence, New York. He'll be leading off this ball game. LaDuca leads off. And here we go. Jackets Presidents first pitch. Whoa, and that one dances away from Mason. Great to have you aboard. Time Runners, your play-by-play announcer. Good guys once again, 15-10 on the season, trying to make it 16-10 for conference losses. This is obviously not an OAC game, as this one's out to left and deep. Joey Mirosek's not going to get there. And they'll lead it off with at least two. Good gun into Sean Klein, prevents a triple. Well, it's frustrating. One of the first bat of the ball game winds up being a hit. As Scout Zoss is up. Scout Zoss is usually seen the outfield. He's from Wellington School. I don't know if that's Wellington Dukes in the Lorraine County League or whatnot, but I do know that's a ball. Tripp gives up the first base run of the ball game, a deep double in the left, but it's still all good. Gotta stay calm as a freshman lets it go. And there's one hit high in the air on the right center. Obviously going to tag, because John will catch this one. And here comes a throw down to Sean. Sean doesn't even bother throwing it down to third. Now, first run of the ball game is a fly out away. Zach Stern. Yep, they were. The infield's going to dance its way in. High up in the air. Talking about a waste if this is caught by Colin West. And sure enough, it is. Two gone. Waste of an at-bat. Zach Stern, one pitch, one gone. Now number 54, Knox Meyer. Meyer waits. Now one's blocked by Mason. Good thing it didn't get away. Otherwise, that's the first run of the ball game. So Sean and Grant back up. One ball, no strikes here. A lot of big numbers for these Presidents. I know we have big numbers too, going up to 66, but yeah, 51 Zach Stern and 54 Knox Meyer in the lineup today. 2-0. Rare to see numbers in the 50s in baseball. I will admit that. Tripp is number 49. So he's not in the 50s. Here's the pitch. There he goes. The first strike that was not swung on and hit. 2-1 count. Tripp gets set back in it. The pitch. Line shot out to right. He's a strike away from getting out of the inning. Ooh, that almost took him out. 2 strikes. Tripp getting set. Trying to strike out Knox Meyer. 2-2. Rower up the middle. Good play, Sean Kalanick. Good throw, Sean Kalanick. And good catch by Malik Kilbane. So Tripp gets out of the first inning unharmed. Despite the leadoff double, hey, you'll take that every day of the week when nobody scores. So we'll hit the dugout knowing that we are in a scoreless ball game. There's Coach Matt Rosinski. He's the third base coach for the Brown and Gold Brigade. Who's on the mound for them? You might be wondering. Looks like by the looks of it, their number 49, who's a freshman. How about that? That would be, in this case, Eric Strusnig. At least I think it's 49. Sure enough, it is Eric Strusnig. So they have a freshman number 49 going at it today on the bump. So how about that? Just like us. Eric is a freshman from Plum High School in Pittsburgh. Not that far from Washington, Jefferson, if I'm not mistaken. So we're waiting for Sean Kalanick to come on up in the bottom half of the first inning. Chilly day in Berea, that's for sure. Hopefully everybody's going to stay warm. I heard it's supposed to rain, it's supposed to snow. I don't know. All I know is that the weather ain't going to cooperate. That's for sure. So we'll see what happens here. Umpire says, you know what, let's get this up and running now. Which I thought he did. Yep, judging by the looks of it. You're ready to go in a minute. Yep, there's the umpire saying it's time to wrap it up. Sean Kalanick, the shortstop. He's from St. Ed's. Sean, he is a junior, 5'11", 175. Strusnig is 5'11", 186. So both pitchers, essentially the same dude. In the case that they're freshmen on 49, 5'11" and about 180, 190. See how these pitchers will do as Eric's first pitch is a strike to Sean. 0-1. Sean is a good hitter, as we know by now. He's done a dandy. It's just not getting back in action. Why there's nothing in one pitch go in a minute. And he fires upstairs. Way upstairs. Hope you're staying warm at home, folks. I know I'm not. A little bit of a mist, a little bit of drizzly rain out here. Sean is going to hit a ground ball. Oh, off the hand of the third baseman, and that's going to be a base hit. Nice try by Brendan Cruz, but you can't get Sean on that. I assume they'll call that a hit, considering how hard that was to get him out right there. And sure enough, they do call it a hit. Harrison Johnson's up. Harrison, a good hitter. The Ohio transfer is up. Strusnig gives up a foul ball off the screening. So it's 0-1. I'll buy out Sean at first. Sean leans on the bag, and now he takes the lean off, and this one's in there. 0-2 to Harrison. Harrison in a no ball, 2-strike count. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. Each school, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. At least it's way too early to think about all that stuff. As the 0-2, Harrison watches upstairs. I'll make it 1-2. So Harrison stays alive. Snug is ready. He's going to pick him off, but won't get him. I believe that's Brian Feldman at first for the Presidents. And here comes the 1-2. 2-2. It's low. Two and two, nobody out. Bottom half of the first. Harrison's still up. It start off as an 0-2 count, as Strusnig would have loved that third strike, but Harrison would have loved that base hit. Who knows, maybe more than base hit. What he would not love is a Taylor made 1 out there. Just a fielder's choice, however. Not a double play, fortunately, as Maui Kilbane's up. I was scared for a second. I'll be kind of honest. Maui from Olmsted Falls comes up. 1 on, 1 out. Ground ball might end the inning. Uh-oh. First pitch, Maui. Ball 1. Good eye. Brzezinski and Harrison talking things over. Mr. Snug. What's his 1 ball, no strike pitch go in a minute? 2-0. All right. 2-0. Extra Snug. Misses again. It's 3-0. Colin West waits patiently on deck. He would be next on a ground ball. Now he really had 3 balls, no strikes. And here comes the pitch. Taking the whole way, obviously, and he draws a 4-pitch walk Maui. Colin West, a really good baseball player from Massachusetts, is up. Of course, Colin's not afraid to hit long balls. He's capable of doing it. Trying to burn the freshman on the mound out here. See if he can do it. 2 on, 1 out. Ooh, Colin fouls that one back off the screening. So Harrison's at second. Maui's at first. 1 out. Whatever you do if you're number 20 Colin, don't hit a ground ball. That'd be bad. And speak of the devil, it's right to second. Steps on the back, throws down to first. And that's a tough end to what to be a promising first inning. It is a 0-0 score after 1. Colin's still a great baseball player nonetheless, and still too early to panic. There's no denying that. It's 0-0. Each school left 1 man on base in that first inning. In fact, both schools start off pretty promising. They had a leadoff hit in the first inning, couldn't get them home. Trip Taylor going to try to match Eric Strusnig. Now, the good guys are in a 0-0 contest. So we're still waiting for the second inning to begin. Joey catching the ball out there at left. John again at center. Justin at right. I don't know how these fellas stay warm. I'd be freezing out here. Heck, I am. Looks like we'll be getting the baseballs in. Looks like it might be number 26. Waiting off for the president. That would be, let's see here, number 26 is Josh DeZenzo. Yep, Josh DeZenzo, just trying to make sure. Trip back out there. As you might expect from a starter in the second inning. There's one hit up in the air. Mao's going to watch that thing go out of play. Ooh, took a high hop. Tripp's giving up a lot of contact today. No strikeouts so far, and doesn't really work deep into the count so far today. Hasn't, I ought to say. Now he's got a 2-strike count right when I say that. 2. Hit out to deep right center. Going back, John. Going back, Justin. That ball out of here. So the president's on the board first, courtesy of Josh DeZenzo, making it 1-0. The dugout will empty as he is congratulated for the long ball. It's all right. This Tripp still has a lot of baseball left to go in the bag, in the tank at least. Everything's still all right. Brian Feldman's up with the leadoff man having scored on a home run. Feldman launches upstairs 1-0. And it seems like Tripp's been giving up a lot of loud hits out there. That's his second hit of the ball game he's given up, and unfortunately the first run. He does get a strike, making it 1-1. It says 1 run, 1 hit. It should be 1 run, 2 hits, actually. 1-1's Rip foul back. Tell you who's going to enjoy the Zenzo home run. Strusnag. He be out on the mound with at least a run, separating us from him. Yeah. Still 1-2. Tripp trying to bounce back. I think he can bounce back, folks. There's a bouncer off the glove of Tripp. That'll be a tough infield hit. Nice hustle there by Grant Mitchell. Couldn't get him, though. Brendan Cruz is the batter. Third hit given up today for Mr. Thaler. Tripp would love a ground ball here, you know that. And forget about the ground ball because runner's going down to second. So that breaks up the ground ball. Double play scenario. Anything Cruz hits in the gap, anything that might sit down the outfield might make it 2-0. Good fire back there, making it 1-1. That's Tripp Thaler. Still looking for a strikeout today. He's gone 1 inning, giving up 1 run, 3 hits. No, it's early, but still. That one's out to deep right. Justin on his horse going back to the wall. He's got it. Run goes down to third. It's a bit of a wild throw, but Grant is there nonetheless. Have those 2 out outs. 1 to John, 1 to Justin. Been out of here. I think 2 runs. It'd be 5-0. Oh, you got. Fortunately, it's only 1-0. The infield's in for number 17, Luke Alvarez, the catcher. Alvarez watches ball 1. He is a junior from Elizabeth Forward High School in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania. Tripp gonna let his 1-0 go. And that might make it 2-0 as it dances all the way to the backstop. So he won't need to hit one deep. All he needs to do is hit one to get on base. So his job, a lot of pressure off Alvarez to say the least there. 2 balls and no strikes. Tripp's still working out there, don't worry. And he gets a strike. 2-1. 2 pitches in this inning for Tripp. Now he's down 3-1. Not looking good so far. There's a 3-1 coming up. And he walked him his first walk of the ball game. President's feeling pretty confident about this. See Eric right there. I don't see anybody warming up in the pen yet. I know it's early once again, and it's only the second inning, but still. I always get paranoid, you know me. Hernjack's up. Patty Hernjack. Talking things over. 2-0 score here in the second inning. Unfortunately, President's lead. Oh, good stab there by Mason. Almost would have been a disaster. And that ball got away from Mason. You know that. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch run, thought about going, but he retreats. 1-1. So tough inning so far for Tripp Taylor, former Kirtland Hornet. But it's still too early to panic, let me tell you that. It isn't a 2-1 count. The catcher's practicing off screen to the right. As here comes Tripp's 2-1 pitch. 3-1. He's just struggling right now. I mean, it happens. As long as if he can get any out. That's what I'm looking for. Any out, we should be all right. 3-1 pitch. Comes back with a strike. Looks like Dylan Snyder's going to be cooking in the pen. Meanwhile, 2-0. Good guys down. And Snyder's running go. This one's out in right field. Good catch, and now he's got him doubled up down to first. He doesn't even bother going back to first. That is bad baseball if I ever saw it. Oh, you always got to try to run back down to first, maybe force an errant throw. Now I can only assume Luke Alvarez is going to get an earful in the dugout. I'd give him an earful at least. And that's exactly what they're doing to him. He just stopped at second knowing that that ball was caught by Justin Carinci. He didn't even bother trying to scamper back to first. Yeah, I'll take it. What you won't take is a 2-run second inning by the President. And Strusnik's going to be pretty happy about that. Strusnik is, of course, the pitcher for the Presidents today. Jeff Mountain, the head coach of the Presidents of Washington Jefferson. He's won 638 games and 307 losses in 22 seasons. This is his 23rd season, so there is that. Washington Jefferson does a good job. That's one thing I love about D3 sports, any sport. The coaches stay at one school forever. Don't see that anywhere else, folks. Hey, I like it. I like it. I like firing coaches. I mean, that's kind of sad. They got families to feed. Joey Marisek leads off in the bottom half of the second inning against Eric Strusnig. 5, 6, 7 to up for the Brown and Gold Brigade. Joey trying to get something cooking. Let's hope he does. First pitch. Ooh, it's a strike to Joey 0-1. Again, set once again. Here's a pitch. Oh, bunt attempt. Joey Marisek sliding. Shusnik going to get third baseman. One hopper down to first. Great play. Great pickup by Brian Feldman. One gone. So now Graham Mitchell, the switch hitter. He'll be batting left-handed, obviously. Rare to see a switch hitter out here. He's the only switch hitter for either school, if I'm not mistaken. Here comes the first pitch, Grant Mitchell. He's going to swing at this one out to left center. There's a nice sliding catch. My goodness. Two gone. That's tough as Mason Fix comes up. Who made the sliding catch? You might be wondering, it was Zach Stern. Stern made a nice sliding catch out there at left. Right now, he's thrown 4 pitches, I believe, this inning, Strusnig. He's barely working out there. Mason's got to work up the pitch count at least. He will by taking the ball 1 outside. 1-1. 2 out, bottom half of the second. On this chilly spring day. Sure as heck doesn't feel like spring. This one's popped up foul, and now Eric Strusnig a strike away from 1, 2, 3. Is that off the roof? Is that a hit off a car? Or maybe both. Mason Fix, the catcher, waiting. He's still alive. It's 2-2 upstairs. Don Snyder not in the pen right now. He's watching the game. Here we go again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now your count, and the pitch coming up. Ooh, Mason had to lean out of the way of that one. 3-2, full count. Carinci would be next. 3-2. 2 gone here. Here comes the pitch. It's a bouncer to third. Good play. Throw down. 3 gone. So Brendan Cruz responsible for 2 of those 3 outs in the second inning, and we're down in a 2-0 hole after 2. Ignoring what the scoreboard says, it's actually 3 hits for them instead of 2. They had a home run in the second inning by Josh DeZenzo. Tripp's going to have to shake off a tough second inning, Tripp Thaler. Still too early to panic. That's always true. This Tripp is going to be in for his 3rd inning of work. We see a strikeout today? I don't think we have. Not to my knowledge that we've seen a strikeout today. Rosinski talking. I saw Mason not catching. Is that number 16, Eric Cood catching? I think it is, Eric. Eric, the senior catcher from Mentor. I think he's taking over for Mason at least. So there is that. Yep, Eric fires down to second. The first of what I assume will be many substitutions today as Jacob Leduc is up back to the top of the order for those Presidents. Leduc had a double back in the first inning. And he leads off by watching ball one. Tripp had a good first inning. Second inning, not so much. And the pitch coming up is going to be a strike, 1-1. Good job there by Tripp. Getting set once again, the pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. Now, of course, we don't have that much time until summer break, which is hard to believe. There's a 2-1. Swinging and missing 2-2. Yeah, that's hard to believe. Feels like we just started the semester. Feels like we just started the school year. But that's just how life is, I guess. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And reaches out lines one in right for a base hit. So he's halfway through the cycle. We got the easy parts out of the way. Let's hope he doesn't get the hard parts out of the way. Hopefully that's the last hit we give up all game. Well, I don't know. All I know is that Scout Zoss is up. Zoss is waiting. Inside, Eric almost dropped it, not Mason. See if we get the pen working up again or whatnot. See catcher jog up. 1-0. Tripp's pitch is low. 2-0. Good block by Eric. Tripp's got LaDuca at first. Nobody out. And a 2-ball, no strike count. Bouncer to first. Maui slides. Unfortunately, that thing goes foul. Good comeback there by Tripp Thayer. LaDuca again at first. Nobody out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. Fouled all the way back. On the roof, I think, and then dropped. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Tripp looking for his first K of the ball game. 2-2. Won't get it there as it's a foul ball first base side. We'll try it again. Looks like the ball made back in play. Get it back in, so there is that. Tripp would love a ground ball, even though a strikeout would be nice. 2-2. I think he went. Run goes. Eric's throw down second. Safe. Full count. Zoss still up. Just barely didn't go. Eric trying to gun it down a second. Couldn't get him in time. So Duke in scoring position here. Nobody out. Payoff. Hit out to deep center field. Easy catch for John. He'll catch it. Run tags. Good throw by John Panstairs. Oh, it hit him. It hit him, and it gets away. It goes out of play. It's 3-0. John tried to gun it deep. He sure did. Wasn't necessarily a bad throw. Just hit LaDuca and then danced away. That's how it's 3-0. Tripp gives up his 3rd run of the ball game as number 51, Zach Stern, is up. Stern made a nice sliding catch back in the 2nd inning. Here he's going to hit one out to Ryan Deep. Got fouled. That ball is foul. Oh, thank God. That had 4-0 red all over it. You can't believe it. Zach Stern hit that one hard, hit it on a line, hit it deep. Justin wasn't going to catch that, and it's because it went foul. Fouled back. So he fouls it once more, 0-2. Tripp would love to get the 2nd out any way, shape, or form. As he's dug The good guy's in a 3-run hole as this one's found first base side. It's not bad, of course. It's just a bit of a struggle, I guess. Trip working fast, 0-2 again. Didn't get him, 1-2. Zach Stern is 6 foot. And Coach Harrison wants Dylan to work out there in the bullpen as a 1-2. Looked like he won, but obviously he didn't. 2-2. Number 12 is indeed Dylan Snyder back there. Still be working in the bullpen. Might be coming in earlier than anticipated. As a 2-2 is a foul ball. So he's really working up the at-bat here, Stern. The sophomore from Karopolis, or Karopolis. I don't know how to pronounce that. In Montour High School. That's in Pennsylvania. The first fair ball trip down to Maui. 2 Might be their weakest contact of the ball game so far. Number 54, Knox Meyer. You talk about someone that can play everything. They have him listed as an outfielder, an infielder, and a catcher. That really is doing everything. Except pitching, of course. Foul ball 0-1. He's from Tampa. Berkeley Prep. Knox Meyer, at least. And he's a senior. Now he's going to rip one foul out to first. Rip a strike away from limiting the damage here in the 3rd inning. It's 3-0. Good guys down as the 0-2 coming up. Upstairs, 1-2. Harry Coote, of course, catching for us now. I don't know if Dylan's going to be going in the 4th inning or whatnot, but the 1-2 pitch is lined out at deep center field, but John not going to catch it. Oh, man, that's tough. That'll be at least 2. It's an error. E8. That's tough on John Pansteris. Now here comes a dude that homered earlier today, Josh DeZenzo. When you see it right there, well, you did see it right there. E8 was the ruling. Bound to drive everybody nuts. DeZenzo gonna rule one a 3rd fair ball. Colin on it, throws down. Maui off the hop. Tripp gives up another run. But it's still a manageable ball game, 3-0. Don't know if Thalen's day is, or Thaler's day is done. Not Thalen, Thaler. Don't know if Thaler's day is done or whatnot. But what I do know is that Justin Carinci is going to be leading off, followed by John Pansteris and then Sean Kolenik. 3-0 so far after 2.5. And to nobody's surprise, Eric Strusnig is back out there. Strusnig, 1 hit so far, 2 base runners. Gave up a walk, but that was raced on a double play. It is for sure, most definitely a chilly day as Coach Harrison looks like he'll be bringing Dylan perhaps in the 4th inning, maybe. See number 12, Mr. Snyder, working the former Archbishop Hoban Knight. We'll see what happens in the 4th. Yep, Tripp's day is indeed done. Good effort. Only gave up 4 hits in 3 innings. The only issue is that he's given up 3 runs. That would be in line for the loss. Justin Carinci. Ball one inside. So Trip himself a dandy as he's walking near me. And you'll see in a second, there he is. And now here comes the 1 ball, no strike pitch. Justin hits one out in the right center field. Get out of here. Going back to the wall. That ball is not out of here. It's a ground rule double instead. So Justin has himself a two-bagger. Lost his helmet in the process. Now John Pansteris is up. Looked mighty close to getting out. You could see the outfielders retreating. But luckily for them, it did not get out. John is up. Strusnig fires ball one upstairs. Justin Currency, the Canadian, is at second. He's from Ajax, Ontario, Pickering High School, which I assume is in Ontario, as noted. Here it comes. Ball two, misses low. Again, Justin at second, and John's the batter, so it went from the right fielder to the center fielder up for us. 2 balls, no strikes. Here comes a pitch, and it's going to be taken 3-0. It's pretty obvious what John's got to do here. Take it the whole way. Sean Kalanick up next. 3 balls, no strikes. Strusnig, as Justin's dancing at second, fires a strike, 3-1. Obviously, you had to take on that. No doubt about that. 2 hits for the good guys. I believe 4 for W&J. You know, the scoreboard says 3. They forgot to mark the home run as a hit. And he walks John. First 2 men are on base at first and second, with Justin at second and John at first, and Sean Kalanick is up. Sean, as it's back to the top half of the order. See him right there on the right of your screen. First pitch coming up. He's going to show bunt, but he wisely lays off that one way upstairs, 1-0. 3-0 W&J on top. Now the third baseman, Cruz, is aware that Sean may lay one down. But will he is the question. Nope, he's going to ground one third. Inconvenient place. 1 there. Throw down at first, 2 there. Could not have hit the ball at a more inconvenient spot, as Washington Jefferson has their second ground ball that gets them a double play today. That's tough. Harrison Johnson. Harrison with the 2 outs. He's got Justin at third. We're going to watch ball one. We still have not seen a strikeout by either school today. Any batter, really, as one should say. Really hard to believe, I know. Harrison on 1 ball, no strikes, is waiting. And that ball gets away. Justin really thought about trying to score on that, but it didn't get that far away. Didn't go that far. Harrison is waiting. Dylan, when we come in a 3-0 game or 3-1 game or anything like that, we'll see. That's going to get away and be our first run of the ball game. Ooh, Justin Currency easily scores as Harrison way ahead 3-0. That's a good way to fight back. Nobody on now. 2 gone. 1 run cashed in for the good guys. Sent once again, 3-0, obvious. Oh my, Harrison swung and he fouled it. That caught me off guard. I thought for sure he was going to lay that one off. 3-1. Snyder will come in with at least a 2-run deficit, or at most a 2-run deficit. What happened? Looks like we're going to go with a new batter. That's Nathan Zen. Looks like Harrison may have hurt himself. Let's hope he's all right. So it's Nathan Zen instead of Harrison. That was odd. So if Harrison's all right, every day you see that happen in the middle of an at-bat. 3-1 coming up. And he smacked one off the glove of the second baseman. I don't know if they're going to call that hit or an error or whatnot. What I do know is that we got the tying run at the point of Maui Kilbane. And they will indeed call it a hit. So Nathan at first, 2 gone. Maui's up. Set again. There's Neg. Fire strike 1. 3-1. 4 hits for Washington Jefferson. 3 for the good guys, even though scoreboard says each school has 3 hits apiece. Nothing in 1. Wisely lays off. 1-1. They don't even appeal down to the umpire. Maui love to hit a gapper perhaps, or just get on base in any way, shape, or form. Oh my, that's a hot shot foul. And the entire dugout panicked out there, but it's 1-2. 3-1. One of the presidents. Pickoff attempt, Nathan safe. Nice try by Feldman. Couldn't get him in time. There's a pop of the mitt right there. Once again, Dylan Snyder will check in. Top half of the 4th. Run goes. It's a ball. And easily making it down to second, Nathan Zen. So it's 2-2. We're starting to get a bit of a rally out here in this 3rd inning, folks. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Could end with 1 more strike, though. That's what I'm concerned about. The pitch is inside 3-2. Barring it out, it will be, let's think, Colin West on deck. Now we're trying to get something going. Payoff. Bouncer and the hold is short. Good play there. Throw down at first off the hop, and that's 3 gone. So it'll be Dylan Snyder checking in for the good guys here in the top half of the 4th inning. Number 12 for the good guys. We've played at least a third of this one. It is a 3-1 contest. We did get a run back, so there is that. Let's see what happens in this 4th inning. What happened to Harrison? He got hurt? Why don't we check him out? Okay, thank you. All I know is that it is a 3-1 score. 4 hits for the Presidents, 3 for us. So there is that. So Snyder again on the mound for us. Dylan usually does a dandy. in a bit of a mop-up situation. Not really a huge mop-up situation, of course, as it's only a 2-run game, but Tripp Taylor, his day's done. Tripp went 3 innings, gave up 3 runs. So there is that. Eric Cood once again behind the plate for the oldest and greatest university in America. Well, judging by the pattern, they had 2 runs in the second, 1 in the third. They should have 0 from here on out. At least that's the intent if you're the good guys. That is the intent. Brian Feldman is up. Right on lefty action. The right-hander throws inside. Looks like Dylan throws a lot faster than Tripp right now. I mean, what makes sense considering the fact that Tripp is indeed a freshman and Dylan is a senior. 1-0. He can't find the plate, though. 2-0. We've not really had a good day for baseball, except for really 1 game, I guess, so far this season. As the spring weather hasn't really been sunshine thus far. 2 balls, 1 strike. And ready once again, Dylan lets it go, and this one is high and away, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. I believe it would be Zach Stern waiting next. And he'll come up with a base hit, perhaps, maybe more, as that one goes all the way to the wall. Justin rifles one down towards the second baseman and Graham Mitchell. That's not what Dylan had in mind to start off this outing of his. That's actually number 56, Brendan Cruz, I stand corrected. Brendan Cruz, the third baseman today, is up. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1. Let's see what we can do. Pitch. 1-1, misses long. So far, Dylan's thrown 4 balls, 3 strikes. I know it's still early in his game, as this is his first inning of work in the 4th. Oh, he drilled him. He drills Brendan Cruz. Obviously, no intent on that. Clearly, no intent. As he's got 2 on here with nobody out, and now number 17, Luke Alvarez, is up. Alvarez, who's the catcher, got on with a base hit, I believe, last time, but tried taking second and still wound up winding out into a double play by not running back to first. Alvarez with 2 on, nobody out. Ball 1, run goes down third. Here's Cood's throw, won't get him. Feldman easily takes third. I see nobody in the pen for us as Dylan's having a bit of a rough start so far. Luke Alvarez, the batter, has the 1-0. Ooh, he can't catch up. 1-1. He tried to make it 6-1 on that swing and miss. Instead, he got nothing. Here's the pitch. Oh, 2-1. They can really make us uncomfy with a double, perhaps. It'd be 5-1 if that happens, perhaps. He's doing just looking for that out. Hasn't gotten any today. 2, I think he won. They peeled down to the umpire. Or is it that they say 1-2-2? 2 balls, 2 strikes. And sent once again. Here's pitch. Misses. It's a full count. Alvarez in a full count. With it would be Patty Hernjack waiting next. 3-2 full count. Here comes payoff run. Thought about going. It is a ball. He walked on. So Dylan's got to deal with a bases loaded, nobody out situation. And he found himself in to kick off his outing. Patty Hernjack is up, and looks like we're going to have a mound visit out there. Looks to be Coach Brian Harrison. I'm going to tell everybody to get back. So they'll talk things over. Dylan clearly not the outing he's wanted. Hernjack has a chance to bust this thing wide open, unfortunately. That's what I'm concerned about, folks. See Coach Rosinski out there. He's going to tell us who to put out there in the bullpen. Dylan not really having the best of days so far. Break huddle. Patty Hernjack, who is a sophomore from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Cumberland Valley High School, pops one up the elevator shaft, and that's out of play. I heard the thunderous sound of a car right there. Bases loaded, nobody out. And that might make it 4-5-1. It sits down for a base hit. Here's the throw home. It's away from Eric Cood. And that makes it 4-1. Baldwin hesitated right there as now Cruz is at third. I forgot who's at second now. Or Alvarez at second. Cruz at third. Alvarez at second. Hernjack at first. And Jacob Leduca's up back to top of the order for the third time today, and it's only the fourth inning. Ground ball, it goes foul. Infield not in as we're down 4-1 to these pesky Presidents. Just not been fun for us so far as the pitch coming up. And that one's down to center. That's going to at least one run in. John catches it, earns tag, and it is a 5-1 contest. And ground ball is right. That's exactly what Dylan needs. So we'll have to deal with Scout Zoss. As number 17, Alvarez is at second, and Alvarez is at third. Hernjack's at second, excuse me. Clock hits 5 p.m. Dylan pitching to Zouse as that one is a throw down to second, and he didn't get him. Well, he did get a strike on that, so it's 0-1. 5-1. Washington Jefferson really cruising out here. And the only thing that'll sit down the outfield might make it 7-1. That's the scary part. Good stab there by Eric. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 1 out. That's the bad part. Scout Zoss is ahead 2-1. Off day so far is Dylan Snyder trying to get something going, trying to get something back out there for the good guys. Oh, he got a swing and miss on a silly pitch right there. Could be 3-1, but you know what? When it's 2-2 instead of 3-1 and you're down 4, you'll obviously take it. And I will obviously take it. I'm winning back. Coach Harrison will as well, as will Dylan. 2-2. Hit out to left, and fortunately that one went foul because had that been fair, we're talking 7-1. Well, it's a misty day and a cool day in Berea. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to second, easy play. Grant Mitchell's throw, but it's 6-1. Suns got the out, but 3 runs cashed in so far in this inning for W&J. Zach Stern is up. And Zox cashes in a run on a ground out. Oh, that gets away. Runner's going to tag and head home. He'll make it 7-1. Excuse me. I almost said 7-5, but obviously the scoreboard would have tripped me up. 4 runs good enough for Dylan. He was supposed to be in a mop-up role, but he hasn't stopped the bleeding. If anything, the bleeding's gotten worse. I know. Zach Stern ahead 2-0. I don't mean to panic, but they're more than halfway to the mercy rule. Oh, you God, 7-1. That one's out at deep right center. John going back. He makes a good catch near the track. 4 runs given up by Dylan Snyder. He's obviously going to be frustrated with that. Colin West will lead off, I believe, for the good guys. He got 6 runs back within 6 innings. Bare minimum. We have 7 runs on 5 hits, no errors. We have 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. Rusnik really enjoyed that break, I can only assume. He's out there in short sleeves. I don't know how one can be out there in short sleeves when the weather is in the low 40s. And that's exactly what Eric Strusnik has done today. Colin West leads off, followed by Joey Marisek, followed by Grant Mitchell. Tough day for the good guys as we are down by 6. Heading into the bottom half of the 4th. We'll get the balls in just a minute. Colin needs to get us back in this game in any way, shape, or form. We have 3 hits. They have 5. Now, you would assume that's a close game, but that hasn't been the case. 7-1. Colin West. Strike 1. Neither team has struck out today, if I'm not mistaken. I will not be mistaken. That gets away 1-1. Yeah, there have been 0 strikeouts by either school, by any of the 3 pitchers that have been out there today. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to short, 2 hops this time. Throw down the first one, gone. That's frustrating for Colin. Joey Marisek's up. 6-run hole we're in. First pitch. That gets away from the catcher, Alvarez. It was upstairs, Luke Alvarez. Could not contain it. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Joey Marisek waiting. Struce Negrani. He lets it go. And that dance is low. Thought that nearly got Joey. But it's a 2 ball, no strike count. As long as if Joey gets on base, that's all I'm concerned about. That's the only way we're going to get back in if everybody gets on base. And when you're ahead 3-0, chances are you're probably gonna. Grant Mitchell waits on Zach. Obviously, you can't swing if you're Joey. At least that's me, though. I don't want to tell Joey what to do because I'm not a college baseball player. Well, he had my thinking as he watches strike one. Obviously, that's the wise idea. Getting set once again. Eric Sturzenegg. Oh, there's one at third off the glove. That'll be a base hit, perhaps two. Joey's thinking about it. Here comes the throw down second. He's toast. He is toast. Trying to stretch a single into a double. Show just held at first. Grant Mitchell's up. Grant Mitchell with the good guys down six, and that base hit by Joey is going to be off or not. Fouls out 101. Bottom half of the fourth. We only have one fewer hit than them, but six fewer runs than W&J. President's just having too much fun, I guess. Grant's going to take. He's in an 0-2 count. Getting set. Eric Sturzenegg looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Hasn't had one at all today, if I'm not mistaken. No, he had one in the second. I apologize. Joey Day, he'll be out there for a while if Washington Jefferson continues to pile it on. Grant's going to bounce one third, two hops this time, and the throw down to first, and we're down in order. Brendan Cruz got some on a good play. Looks like Dylan will be back out there trying to shake off a really frustrating fourth inning where we gave up 4 runs. Joey right there had a single in the fourth, but trying to stretch it out into a double, could not do so successfully. It is the 5th inning here in Berea, and it's definitely been a long one for us, down 7-1. And it's always tough when you're down half a dozen, more than halfway to the mercy rule, of course. Eric's going to check back in. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's about half the order due up for us as Eric will lead off, followed by Justin, followed by John. Justin out at right. John, of course, at center. So leading off for them, that looks to be that number. Let's see here, 54. That is Knox Meyer. Dylan ready. His first pitch of the 5th. That's all. We'll see if we go with someone else in the pen in the future. And by the future, I mean today. Think he won, and the umpire agrees with me. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dylan Snyder ready to pitch. That one's found all the way back. Good metal on that, but good metal backwards. 1-2. Dylan trying to get the leadoff man gone. I think we've had that at all today. No. 1-2. 2-2. That, my friends, is very, and I repeat, very hard to believe. Leadoff man's gone on base every time for Washington Jefferson today. 2-2. And it might happen again. 3-2. I believe it would be Josh DeZenzo on deck. 4, 5, 6, of course, still up here for W&J as the payoff coming up. Bouncer to third, not going to be easy. It's a foul ball. Probably a good thing that one was foul because I think Meyer probably could have outlegged that one. Seventh pitch of the at-bat and a 7-1 score. The only inning where the Presidents didn't score was the first. They had 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth. Going on 3-2, let's go. There's a bouncer to short. Good play by Sean, and we finally got the first man out in the inning. About time, says Dylan. About time, says Coach Harrison. About time, says everybody here. Which Josh DeZenzo has a home run. 5th inning, 1 gone, nobody on. First time we can say that today. Off speed, and he missed 1-0. Of course, for us, Washington Jefferson's gone the leadoff man out. Good chunk of times today. And a nice soft speed pitch again that he takes this time as well, and it's a strike. This time I want to say DeZenzo 1-1. Watches for a ball 2-1. Presidents have to feel very confident out there. 2-1 pitch. Ooh, it misses by the smallest margin, 3-2. Because on deck, I believe that would be Brian Feldman. 3-1 pitch coming up, and walked him. He walks Josh DeZenzo. It is indeed Brian Feldman up with 1 on, 1 out. This game been pretty ugly so far. I hope it changes soon. First pitch. Inside. Good stab there by Eric. Tough ground ball. That's the pitcher's best friend in this case scenario, as we're trying to hang a donut for the first time since the first inning against Washington Jefferson. And that one's down to right center. You might not have a donut in this inning because it goes all the way to the wall. Runner will easily score as the throw gets down to the cutoff. And over the cutoff, it's 8-1. Still nobody in the bullpen for us. So a good hit there by Brian Feldman, or not Brian Feldman. Feldman scored on that. No, Feldman got the double. I apologize. Brendan Cruz is up, 8-1. W&J on top. 1-0. Sometimes you just don't have it. This might be one of those times. 7-run differential. Jones gotta be calm out here. I know it's tough. But he misses again, 2-0. Coach Rosinski is going to jog all the way up to the bullpen and tell us who we need to get out there. 3-0, and this could be 2 on and 1 out. Real pitch, obviously going to take, and that's why. Who's in the bullpen for us looks to be number 13. That'd be Mason Decker. Luke Alvarez is up. And Eric's going to talk with Dylan. Mason Decker right there in the bullpen for us as we are down by 7. The Submariner still working. Maybe this is to buy some time for him. 5 runs issued by Dylan, 3 by Tripp. Went to a disastrous 8-1 ball game. Washington Jefferson really having fun. We are not. Luke Alvarez is up. See what Alvarez has in stock. Oh, that might be nice. It's not nice because it's a base hit in the left. Runner holds at third despite Joey fumbling it. Bases loaded. Now it is Patty Hernjack up. I think that might be the end of the line for Dylan Snyder. Guess there's some days you just don't have it. This might be one of them. This was apparently, I guess this was one of them, I should say. Mason Decker will come in with Brian Feldman at third, Brendan Cruz at second, and Luke Alvarez at first. Mason really in a mop-up role here as the good guys down by a touchdown and PAT in a Canadian football scored 8-1. Or backwards 2-point conversion safety, I ought to say. Followed by a touchdown 2-point touchdown 2-point conversion. No. Oh boy, I messed it up. Just touchdown and then a 1-point safety followed by a safety. Only way I can describe it, because that's 8-1. Mason Decker, the senior from Berea Mid-Park. Have to deal with Patty Hernjack in this fifth inning where the good guys are struggling immensely. Mason Decker trying to stop the bleeding. Anything to stop the bleeding. You will go with anybody. This is our third pitcher of the ball game, and it is only the fifth inning, folks. Mason would love to get any out. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Presidents. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for us. Patty Hernjack. Believe he's at center today. Look at me, have someone else go in the bullpen. Would that be number 40, Brady Richmond? I think so. And that one misses 1-0. Obviously, we feel a little dejected out here today. Down 7 to the Presidents. 2-0, Mason Meth. Brady all the way back there, the freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Getting sent once again, Mason on 2-0. Oh, good stab there by Eric, but it's a 3-0 count, and it can be 9-1 in just a bit. Well, Duca waits patiently on deck. 3-0. And there we go. Mason fires a strike. 3-1. Once again, I can only assume Eric Strusnig is going to be back out there in the bottom half of the fifth as a 3-1 hit high in the air out to right. That ball, don't catch it, or maybe do catch it as the runner tags, heads home. Justin Crunchy, good throw home, but it's 9-1. Very surprised he caught that. Austin was in fair territory, of course. I know it's a 7-run game now, 8-run game, but still. They're back to the top of the order, the fourth time today. Oh, ye gods. Jacob Laduca's up. 9-1 here in the fifth. First pitch from Mason Decker to him. Misses 1-0. So 4 balls and 2 strikes for Mr. Decker in this thing, but hopefully he can get it up and running soon. 6 runs charged to Dylan as he's going to fire a strike. There we go, 1-1. 6 runs to Dylan, 3 to Tripp. Obviously, Ben Roth. This one blooped up foul, and now he's a strike away from getting not just the first strikeout of the ball game, but getting us out of a nightmare inning with a 4th consecutive inning, a nightmare inning. 9-1. Jacob Laduca waiting as a submariner. Gonna let it go. Here's the pitch. Outside 2-2. 8-run hole we're in. We need 8 runs in 5 innings. That's easier said than done. 2-2. He missed. Scout Zoss would be next as the runner will take off at first and Patty Hernjack. Meanwhile, Brendan Cruz at third. There it goes. Payoff is fouled back. He fought that thing foul. It's double barrel action in the bullpen for the good guys. I noted that because 2 catchers are behind me. 3-2, runner will go, so just ignore him as a payoff. And he fights it foul again. 8th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2, 9-1 the score. Those presidents really killing us. And yet another foul ball. We will do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat on the way in a second. Boy, this is tough. We're going to reset here as Jacob Laduca trying to make it even worse, trying to make it torrential downpour if it's not already for us. Run will go, payoff, and we'll try it again. 10th pitch of the at-bat. I tell you who's not going to like that, Mason Decker, because this is not what he had in mind for this at-bat. 3-2 full count. Run will pick off attempt down to first. Mountain wasn't even on the bag. Good thing he didn't try to gun it, otherwise it'd be 10-1. Full count. Payoff once more, and he walked him. First base runner given up today by Mason and Jacob Laduca. Now Scout Zoss is up. Mason, of course, a senior from Bremen Midpark. Already mentioned that, though. Scout Zoss is up. Base is loaded. Inside. It's Cruz at second. Cruz at third. Hernjack at second. And Laduca at first. 1 ball, no strikes. Missed a little low, 2-0. Extrusnik obviously having himself a dandy so far. Obviously going to enjoy this vacation, seemingly. 8th batter of the inning. And he misses again, 3-0. On deck, I think Zach Stern. Yeah, Zach Stern, 3-0. Taking the whole way, it's 10-1. So that's 7 runs tagged to Dylan. They have 10 runs on 7 hits. That's been a disaster day. Mason Decker could not stop the bleeding. Well, number 6, that is Jake Hetherington. Will he stop the bleeding? 9th batter of the inning. Nobody's seemingly having it today as Mason's responsible for Laduca at second and Zoss at first. 9-run hole for the good guys. Once again, been a total disaster. There ain't no doubt about that. I mean, it was 0-0 after the first. Then we gave up 2 runs, then 1 in the third. Those 3 runs tagged to Tripp Taylor. Tripp is in line for the loss, but that ain't the story. The story is that John Snyder is tagged with 7 runs, and Mason Decker walked in, or allowed 2 runs to score. Both were not earned to him as the base runners were inherited. Jake is 6'3". He's from Bel Air High School. Blair. Excuse me. As you got a good look at Mason. Guess it'll happen. So waiting the first batter Graham Zach Stern, our 4th pitcher of the ball game, and we've only gone 4.2 innings. Starting off with Trip Taylor, then it was Dylan Snyder, then it was Mason Decker, and now it is Jake Hetherington. Jake is the 3rd pitcher of this inning. Zach Stern gonna lead it off against him. And bases loaded, 2-out scenario. Strike 1. There we go. There we go. Alvarez at 3rd. Duca at 2nd. Goss at 1st. And now he's a strike away from finally ending this nightmare inning. Jake's trying to get that out. Come on, 0-2. Here it comes. Ball. Eric with a good stab at it. 1-2. Tell you, it's been a rough day. Muskingum will be Saturday, right here. That one's hit in the air out to deep right and foul. And that would have been an out had it been fair. Zach Stern. Jake trying to get that elusive 3rd out of this inning. He got him. First strikeout by either school today. They leave them loaded. It's a 9-run contest, though. They got 3 runs, all 3 tagged to Dylan. Mason will have 0 earned runs against him. This will not be an easy comeback, that's for sure. 10-1. Good guys down here in the bottom half of the 5th. And again, Eric Strusenegg with a huge vacation. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, we'll be looking towards a higher power here soon. The good guys are down by a score of 10-1, heading the bottom half of the 5th. Scary part, we're halfway home. That is if they don't score in the future. Eric Cood leads off for the Brown and Gold Brigade. Down by 9. Absolutely crazy. 10-1. Washington Jefferson just beating the tar out of us. Eric watches for a ball. 1-0. That's all right. That's good. 1 ball, no strikes. Strusenegg ready. And 1 ball, no strike pitch coming up. 2-0. Like we're practicing out there. And I don't know if that's a make-up bullpen, I guess. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strike. Eric needs to get on base and stay on base. Bottom half of the order here in the bottom half of the 5th. And he will ground one into right for a base hit. Obviously, we still have high spirits. Justin Currency's up. Justin, I believe, scored our only run of the ball game when he scored on a wild pitch. 5 hits today for the good guys, 7 for the Presidents. Ball 1, Eric at first. Nobody out. 10-1. W&J killing us. And there's a strike, 1-1. And Justin doubled, had a ground rule double back in the 3rd inning, which seems like ages ago. 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Strusnik misses. 2-1. Justin's going to bounce one in the hole and right for a base hit. And he's going to go down at 3rd. I don't know about this. Coot is going to be toast. Are you serious? I think I saw Coach Rosinski even tell him to hold up. I think Coach Rosinski had his hands up saying, don't go 3rd, don't go 3rd. Eric must have completely missed him. He almost made it, too. John Panseris is up. John watches that strike 1-0-1. Getting set again, Eric Strusnig giving up 6 hits today with only 1 run. Our base run could use a little bit of some work. Joey out trying to stretch a single into a double. Eric out trying to go from 1st to 3rd just a second ago. 2 to John. He's going to whoop one up to shallow right and whoop one foul. 10-1, and obviously not the most ideal day for us. I think we could have 2 on, nobody out, or something like that. Pitch. Ooh, I'm surprised John didn't try to take that one. Bring back the top of the order with Sean Kalanick. 1-2. I'm going to take base runners in any way, shape, or form by now. That's for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Found it. Eric Strusnik, obviously, I don't know what his pitch count is, but I'm pretty sure Jeff Mountain doesn't care either. Probably because those Presidents are up 9 runs. 1-2. 2-2. It's low. Looks like it wants to rain. It's a bit foggy, I guess you might say. But it hasn't really been raining, just barely, I guess. 2-2 coming up right here. Hot shot off the glove of the shortstop. It'll be a base hit, and obviously holding. Knowing better there, Justin Carinci, Sean Kalanick will come up. 2 on, 1 out. I think it could be 10-2 perhaps. No, 10-1 still, but the base is low, nobody out. Ground ball kills the rally, and we've had 2 double plays today, unfortunately. Sean's fast, but is he going to be fast enough? Ooh, my upstairs. That would not have even punked him in the head. That one over his head. Quite literally. Each school 7 hits today, but 9 runs separate the 2 schools. That one's low, 2-0. Sean Kalanick. Looks like they maybe have someone going in the bullpen in a second. Leading off is Justin. John at first. It is 2-1. Justin at second. John at first. One gone here in the fifth inning. Sean just needs to get on base any way, shape, or form. Oh, it's a strike. 2-2. Fortunately, there's only one out. We can't afford a strikeout. Obviously, it wouldn't be great, but still. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ooh, good job there by Sean to fight that thing foul. 10-1. Honestly, cannot believe it. Usually, this is not how games fare for us. Trust me on that. 2-2 with one out. Here it comes. And Sean down swinging. That is, oddly enough, Strusnik's first strikeout of the contest. Nathan Zen needs to get on base. I know I keep on saying it, but it's true. Nathan's going to bounce one. This will be a tough play for the second baseman. Throw down to first, and he got him. So another threat snuffed out. Kind of about a repeating story, kind of about a recurring theme today. And 1 after 5. And you're really starting to think a comeback probably slim to none, and it certainly seems like Slim's lost the building by now. And well, I'm kind of surprised we're still rolling with the same dudes out there. Jake Hetherington in the top half of the sixth. Good guys down 9. 10-1. I know, absolutely insane what W&J has done today. Absolutely unfortunate what WJ has done to us today. We'll see what they do here. As you can tell, they've really burned us all day. First inning wasn't really any issues for us or a trip. They were, but second inning he gave up 2. Third inning gave up 1. Then 4 and 3, all of those runs tagged to Dylan Snyder. Mason Decker came in. 2 runs were given up during his time, but they were a part of runs that were inherited to him. Jake got the first strikeout for us today as Knox Meyer leads off. And there's a strikeout 1 to Knox. They seem to be in good spirits. There's no denying that, but obviously when you're down 9, things aren't just going your way. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, we had a threat there in the bottom half of the fifth, and it ultimately did not happen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jake ahead of him. Here's a pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. And obviously, a comeback's going to be far from easy when you're down 9 to a mighty good W&J team. And here's a 2-2. And high in the air, first base side. Does Maui have room? He does, but he can't catch it. 2-2. Nobody in the bullpen for us, just judging by the looks of his. Number 54, Knox Meyer, is still up. Getting sent here, Jake Hetherington. Gives up a ground ball, diving Sean Kowanek. Good throw down to first, but it's not going to get him. Obviously, be a single. Nice effort by Sean nonetheless. Josh DeZenzo, who had an opposite field home run way back in the second inning that kicked off the giant baseball Congo line that the Presidents have had all day. Strike 101. So an infield hit for Meyer. DeZenzo, he is a junior. I believe he's at second today. There we go, 0-2, Jake. We're starting to do well out here, hopefully. And 1. Jake Hetherington set. He needs an out, that's for sure. Here comes the pitch. Nothing in 2. He got him, 1 gone. Got him swinging. Second strikeout today for Jake, and second strikeout by all 4 pitchers combined today. Ryan Feldman is up. 1 on, 1 out. Feldman out to deep right center. I think he can kiss that one goodbye. 12-1. And a total disaster today for the good guys. Now we're down in an 11-run hole. Unless we got 2 runs or more in the next 2 innings, this game's over. Brendan Cruz is up. That's the second home run for them today. Strike 1. And I can tell nobody's watching the live stream anymore. This game certainly seems over. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jake's given up 2 today so far as the 1-1. That's the limbo out of the way right there, Brendan. 2-1, 11-run deficit. Good Lord. Jake is ready. Here he comes, set with the pitch. That one's in the air out to right, and Justin's got a good beat on it, 2 gone. 2 out, so good bounce back there by Jake Hetherington. 17, Luke Alvarez is up. I remember back in that 1 inning, Luke Alvarez didn't even bother running back to first. It was doubled up, but I think like completely, that seems like 20 years ago by now. Swinging and miss 0-1. Seems like old talk. 0-1 pitch. 0-2. So now Jake's a strike away from limiting the damage. And it'll take moral victories in this case scenario when you're down bad. Now he's going to lead on for the good guys, I believe. As here comes the 0-2. Jake's waiting. Here he comes with it. And he got him looking. So obviously the bullpen loves it. Obviously the dugout's going to love it. But what the whole team's not going to love is the fact that we're down 11. And you talk about the backs being pinned against the wall. This is truly one of those situations. Eric Strusnik could just zombie walk his way through the 6th and 7th inning, and he'd probably be with the win. There's Jake. Jake getting some high fives. He didn't do a bad job. He did got 3 strikeouts. You will say that. Jake, 3 of his 4 outs were strikeouts. There was just one major issue. He gave up a Brian Feldman home run. And instead of being 12 outs away from beating us, the Presidents are 6 outs away. 12 runs on 9 hits, no errors for W&J. 1 run on 7 hits, 1 error for the good guys. Trying to see who's cooking in the bullpen for us. Can't tell. What I can tell you is that Maui Kilbane's leading off. Trying to see who it is. Can't tell, so we'll just wait. Maui's up. Good guys down double figures. Sturzenegger gives up a bouncer to third, 2 hops this time. It's booted. That'll be a throw down of first off target. It's now Kyle West's turn to bat. That's the first error of the ball game for W&J. It was committed by Brendan Cruz at third. So Maui's at first, nobody out. Colin West is up. First pitch. Colin's watching 0-1. So far, just 1 strikeout for Sturzenegger, who's having himself a really good day. 0-1. Missed blow. 1-1. Always tough when he got blown out of the water. We got bounced back Saturday against the Muskies right here at Fisher Field. No denying that. Colin out of left, and looks like he's got a good beat on it. The catch is made. Now he trots back to first. Again, Zach Stern is the man at left. Joey Marasek is up. Joey singled last time and was out trying to stretch it into a double. To my surprise, W&J's got some of the bullpen. Joey didn't mean to make metal on that. I almost said wood, but these are metal bats, of course. 0-1, because he did make metal on it. Ain't nothing going right for us today. 0-1. Joey bloops one up high in the air. Second baseman is going to call off everybody too. Grant Mitchell is up. Grant trying to maybe cash in a run, I guess. Make it look a little less ugly. Ball on low. Didn't even have a hit this inning so far. Maui reached on error. Grant Mitchell is up. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. If Grant gets out, it's the bottom of the order due up for us in the bottom half of the 7th. It could quite easily be our last gasp of breath if we have any left already. 2-1, that misses low and away. Eric Sturzenegger, 5.2 innings. So 1 strikeout, however, for him. 2-1 pitch. Snap throw down, and Maui just gets back in there. I think it's 3-1, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it is. On deck, Eric Cood. 3-1, and he walked on. So trying to keep something going. Something, anything. Eric Cood is up. So it won't be the bottom half of the order due up unless one of our base runners get out. Strusnik missed as well, 1-0. And the only way Strusnik's given up that a run today was by a wild pitch that scored Justin Carinci. Bouncer over the middle, tough play for the shortstop, throw down, and he just got cooed. Nice job there by Eric Strusnik, tight roping out of another sticky situation. What is this now, our fifth pitcher today? It's Brady Richmond. Brady Richmond. We haven't had a shutout inning since the first. Can Brady provide us with one? Obviously, a long day for the good guys. We'll have to have Justin Carinci, John Pansteris, and Sean Kalenic lead off for the good guys in the bottom half of the seventh. The good guys who have basically been on life support since this. It's really the fourth inning. Just trying to make something out of nothing, I guess. Brady, of course, he's 6'7", one of the tallest guys on this team. Towers over everybody. And towers over those presidents. He'll be reaching the top half of the order for the fifth time today. And meanwhile, number 11, Maddox, is in. Maddox Tarquinio is in for Colin West. Maddox Tarquinio is the only guy that's checked in for the good guys in the seventh inning, aside from, of course, Brady. Long day. 12-1. Eric fires one down to Sean and flips it to Grant. Leading off. That would be number 3, John Klein. So now they're starting to roll with some of their reserves. John Klein. Brady guns ball 1-0. 11-run deficit. Seventh inning. If we don't score in this inning or only score one, then it's over. Strike one, 1-1. Brady needs to get a shutout inning for us to have some hope that we can prevent the mercy rule, because that's our only means of a victory by now, I guess you might say. 2-1-0. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brady ready. Here's the pitch. 3-1. Brady down. Trying to get it out. Anything. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that should have been ball 4, but John Klein was getting a little too greedy. 3-2. Full count. Here's the payoff. Got him swinging. So Brady fights back and gets the first down of the inning. Back to the top of the order. Jacob Waduka. 5th time they've reached the top of the order today. That is insane. Now we've only played 7. This is only the 7th inning. Fouls it back 0-1. Some practicing going on right there for the good guys. Guess days like these are bound to happen. It's a long season, but still never fun nonetheless. 1 ball, 1 strike low. And away. Brady Richmond is set. Here he comes. 1 ball, 1 strike becomes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count back. 1-2. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Brady looking for his second strikeout of the contest in his second batter faced. 1-2 pitch. Won't get it there. In fact, he nearly plunked Laduca. Zoss on deck. No, that's not Zoss. That's number 5, Eli Owens. 2-2. Ooh, dancing away from it, or dancing towards it, Eric. And now once again, Brady's got another full count. And he's starting to come down a little bit harder now. 3-2, payoff. Hit in the air out to deep left center. Joey going back. So is John. That's going to be trouble as it's off the wall. He's going to think about, nope, he's going to stay at second instead. That's a double. The only pitcher to not have a single earned run today, Mason Decker. He went, a third of an inning, I think, though, and gave up 2 runs, but both, once again, were inherited to him. Number 5, Eli Owens is up. Eli Owens from West Potomac. First pitch, strike 1. So Brady working out here in the 7th inning. 5th pitcher used today for the oldest and greatest University in America, which is not looking that great on the diamond today. There's a strike. Brady gets him in an 0-2 hole, Mr. Owens. As long as if he gets him or gets a 0 on that 7th inning, perhaps a chance. Only perhaps. Ooh, good block there by Eric. Only gone down a third had he never blocked it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brady's ready once again. There he comes, sent with the pitch. He got him. 2 gone. Had him frozen, not really frozen, but tried to check the swing, but I think that would have been a called strike anyways. Zach Stern is up. First pitch coming up. Zach Stern waiting. He's going to hit one out to left center field. John's underneath it. And how about that? You'll take the moral victories. 0 runs in that 7th inning. Brady Richmond does a good job to shake off that 1-out double. But here's the deal. We got no runs. We got 1 run. The game's over. When you try to think about, as it's 6 p.m. now, you try and think about great comebacks in baseball history, you can't help but think about the Cleveland comeback back in 2001 against, ironically, the 116-win Mariners. Similar scenario, 12-run deficit instead of an 11-run deficit. It was 14-2 in that game. Seattle was on top. Cleveland, of course, came back, beat the M's, the Guardians at the time, Indians, but of course, same thing. They came back from 12 down. They scored 3 in the 7th, 4 in the 8th, 5 in the 9th. Of course, Holbert Cabrera walked it off in the 11th, a broken bat flare into left field. Well, I tell you, stranger things have happened. That's for sure. Justin Carinchi's going to lead off for the Brown and Gold. And now Strusenik, who did not really have that much of a break in the 7th inning, going to have to come in and finish this. I'm not mistaken, during that game, it was Aaron Steele on the mound for Seattle, Dave Burba for Cleveland. Fun fact, comeback, Mike Bassick made his major league debut that night. Mike Bassick, the same Mike Bassick who gave up Barry Bonds' 756 career home runs. And he made his major league debut the night the Cleveland Guardians came back from 12 down. Justin Carinci is going to lead off for us. Down 11, two runs or more. That's all we need to keep this game alive. Ball one, 1-0. See Matt Terzola taking some practice hacks out there and might be coming in soon. Who knows by now? 1-0, Eric Strusnik lets it go, and Justin's going to line one up the middle. He's got himself a base hit. The 8th hit of the ball game for the Jackets, and only one run to showcase for it. John is up. John, you dare swing for the fences here? I probably wouldn't. You never know. Does Justin dare go? No. Strike one. I think that's a good thing. Justin didn't go. He would have been toast, more than likely. That pitch was in there fast as Eric Strusnik trying to finish what he started. The 0-1 coming up to John, and he's down in an 0-2 hole. At least he hasn't struck out yet, but that's the key word. 0-2. Getting sent once again, Strusnik. And he's got him 0-2, the pitch. And now he's gone 1-2. Really long day for the good guys, giving up 12 runs so far. Now here we go. 1-2. John, down swinging. Sean is back up top half of the order. But either way you look at it, it's just been an ugly night. Obviously, you can't bunt here. Sorry about that, folks. Just needed to put my AirPods back in. They got charged up. It is 12-2 in the 8th inning. So I'm surprised. I thought we had there's no mercy rule. Good, because we need to come back. My mistake, fans. I completely apologize for saying that. Only for the first time today, we scored in an inning, and W&J did not. Could it be the start of a crazy comeback? 10-run hole, 8th inning is here. I don't know why my mind thought mercy rule, but clearly I wasn't right. Brady Richmond gonna work out there in the 8th inning. I wanted to swing something, I didn't know. Dennis is gonna take some practice hacks right there, as well. Number 29, Jace. Number 2, Eli Kite is up in the 8th. They got a 10-run lead to work with. Brady. There's a bouncer foul, third base side. Terz is taking over at short. Carson at third. Brady on 0-1. Guns a ball, 1-1. So once again, I'm sorry for saying there was a mercy rule, and there clearly is not. I thought there was for some odd reason. So used to high school baseball, I guess, and not a blowout. But it's still anyone's ball game. You never know. 2-1. We did get a run back in that 7th inning. Brady misses low, and Eli Kite ahead. 3-1. Jace working on practice swings right there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. And it's flared, first base side, fair ball. Maui down to Brady, 1 gone. Well, that's always good. Number 8, Ben Schuler's up. Well, as Mr. Cavalier Austin Carr says it best, got it within 10. We've got within 10. Fouls that 101. We got it within 10. And still, they're practicing out there. 0-1, 1 out here in the 8th inning. Good guys down 12-2. Brady Richmond getting back in this thing. He's got him 0-1 here, Mr. Schuler. And Ben Schuler right here is going to hit a ground ball. Sliding second baseman won't make the play. It's a base hit. Their 11th of the contest. Graham Mitchell still at second, by the way. Number 15, Brian Feldman, who does have long ball today, is up. Oh, boy. Brian Feldman with 1 on and 1 out. That ball gets away from Cood. And going down second to break up the double play. And that was Ben Schuler. Dancing down to second. They scored 9 runs in a row, which has really been the difference maker today. Now Brady misses 2-0 outside. And if we can get a touchdown and a point after attempt and a field goal, that'd be nice. This ain't football. That's unfortunate. And the run goes down to third. Brady just gunning like crazy. Gabe Hayek cooking in the bullpen for us. Might be needed soon. I think it's 3-0, not 2-0. Actually, 1-1 is what they say. The pitch misses. Ball 4, never mind. I was right. So Feldman walks. Nate Hess. He is the batter. Hess is going to take one out. 10-run deficit. Might be a little bit worse now. Brady needs something, any out, any sort, as long as if it's not a fly ball. Uh-oh, it's right back to Brady. There's one down to Terz. Terz down to Maui, double play. Wow, Terz didn't have an easy play. There's Brady, threw it a little bit high. Bottom half of the 8th awaits. Brady, 2 shutout innings under his belt. He gets away with the runner at third with 1 out with a nice 1-6-3 double play. 12-2 our score. And is he still out there, Sturzenegg, Eric Sturzenegg? I believe he is. There's a 4 out there. It's 40, that's Ethan Marzalek. It's either that or I completely missed him the entire time. Marzalek, excuse me, Marzalek. If I did, I apologize, but I think it's Marzalek on the mound now for those Presidents. Ethan Marzalek. 8th inning. Trying to keep it that way. Time run here for WHBW, reminding you it's not only an ugly affair against us, most of the times it's usually fun. Marzalek is going to get out there as Joey Marasek leads off for the good guys. He did get a run in the 7th. Let's hope we can get more than a run in the 8th. Preferably 5 to get halfway there.
Go, Joe. Go, Joe.
First pitch, Joey Marasek launches 1-0. That is Ethan Marzalek on the mound for those pesky Presidents who are really having a dandy. 1 ball, no strikes. Joey, the big 4-5 is up. And on 1 ball, no strikes, you won it. 1-1. Complain all you want, but I think that was the right call. 1-1, Joey Marasek is waiting. There's a pitch. 1-2. We just need Joey to get on base any way, shape, or form. There's no denying that. Here's a pitch. Joey watches. Good eye. 2-2. 10 hits for W&J, 9 for us. As you can tell right there, each school with 1 error apiece. But 10 runs separate these 2 schools. 2-2. 3-2. It would be Grant Mitchell waiting patiently on deck. Full count, ain't nobody out. Joey Marasek. On 3 balls, 2 strikes. Is gonna walk. All right. And I stand corrected. It is not number 23, Graham Mitchell. It's number 29, Jay Struschel. Jay Struschel with Joey at first is going to bounce one in to hold a second. Easy play there. One throw down to first, won't get him. So Jace outlegs it. At least that happened. Dennis Rittlinger, 9 riders up. Is Joey out on the fielder's choice? Dennis did not start today. That one's a strike, 0-1. 10-run hole here for the good guys. I'm acting like we're going to come back, but odds are probably not going to happen, unfortunately. 0-1, Dennis bounces one to first. It's a fair ball. Never mind, it's foul. I wish it was fair, because otherwise we'd have 2 on and 1 out. Well, if they scored 0 and we scored 1 in the 7th, and they scored 0 in the 8th, we should score at least 1 in the 8th, right? Nothing in 2. Dennis is waiting. Here's the pitch. He is going to loop one high in the air, shallow left, foul territory. That ball is foul. Nice effort there by 21, 8 Haas. Just couldn't get there. Everybody's hats came off on that play. Number 40, that is Marzalek. Marzalek, let's go. Dennis gonna foul that one, fortunately. Otherwise, that would have been out number 2, and he never made contact on it. 12-2. Obviously, dugout still making some noise out there. Getting set. Here comes the 0-2 again. Dennis. Oh, that gets away. That'll break up the double plays. Jace will easily make it down to second and hold there. Easily making it down. Second, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dennis Rittlinger, 9 rider. Dennis does a good job. 1-2, 1 out here in the 8th inning. We're struggling, I'll tell you that. Here comes the pitch, Dennis. Hits one high in the air out to deep left. Please be fair, and it is fair. It's going to go off the wall. Make it 12-3 as Dennis cruises into second, presumably a hit, and it is. It's a double. Good hit there by Dennis. Justin Carinchi's up. Misjudged there by the left fielder and Zach Stern, but he never touched the ball, so it's obviously going to be a double. Each school 10 hits so far, and we're down 9. Justin, I strike 1, 0-1. Dennis is at second here. 1 gone. We've got to 9, so we've got within single digits, so there is that. Justin Carinchi, ball 1 to him. Everything you need to know right there. 1-1, 1 out, 12-3. Oh, you guys, it's just not been fun. Justin hits one in the air out to right, and unfortunately, that one's off a tree and foul. That baby was fair. We're talking 12-4. Justin trying to get something cooking, but he's down in a 1 ball, 2 strike hole. Justin Carinchi, Ball 2, but it's blocked by the catcher. I believe the catcher is still Luke Alvarez. At least that's what I think. 2-2 to Justin. He's waiting. Here's pitch. He's going to fight it foul towards me, third base side. Still 2-2. Sorry. Not that good at baseball as we know. Not that good at sports. Oh, Justin really making Marzalek work. 2-2 still. Dennis still waiting at second. One gone. Getting sent once again. Here's a pitch. Roller to third. That's a fair ball. No, it's fouled off Justin's foot. Let's hope the man's all right. Looks like he's all right. Lost track of how many pitchers in this at-bat, I'll tell you that. Gabe's still working in the pen. Justin Carinci, the batter. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes as the at-bat, this war continues. Dennis again at second. There's one hit in the air out to deep right center, way back there. That's going to make it 12-4 as it goes off the wall. Justin's thinking about 3. Here's the throw, the cutoff. He'll make it in there, sliding safely. So some fight being shown in the good guys out here. John Pansteris is up. Marzalek has to deal with a runner at third here. 1 out. Good clutch hitting there with 2 strikes by Justin Carinci. He's got a double. He's got a triple today. Halfway to the cycle, I guess. No, I think he needs a home run and he's got the cycle. Excuse me. John Pansteris. Whoops, 1 foul. First base side. 12-4, and now it's an 8-run game. Still got a ginormous mountain to climb here. John waits. Here comes. He's going to foul it 0-2. Oh, some good hustle there by Mr. Carinci. Well, if he doesn't score here, that's tough. Marzalek is ahead of John 0-2. Marzalek, he got set. 0-2 to John. Here it comes. He is going to swing and miss. Ball does get away from the catcher. Here's the throw down, and John's gone. Good hustle by John. He thought he could outleg it. He nearly did. But there's 2 out. Terzola's up. That's right, Matt Terzola. Matt Terzola. He took over for Sean Kalanick. 12-4. Our score is Terz takes strike 1. Justin still at third. 2 gone in the 8th. Marzalek. He's set. He's going to want to go here in a minute. 0-1. Terz in the air out to shallow right down the line. That ball's going foul. Good thing that one was foul. Otherwise, it'd be out number 3. But still, a strike away from getting out number 3. There's Marzalek. Ethan Marzalek, nothing in 2 here to Terz. Pitch. Ball, it gets away from the catcher, but in front of the catcher. That got away, and behind him, it's 12-5. But instead, it's 12-4. Matt Terzola. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch coming up. Terza's going to reach out and ground one in the whole center field for a base knock. So we've got it within 7 now. Nate Zinn is up. Nathan Zinn. We're out hitting them 12-10. The only issue is the score. We've gotten 3 runs so far in this inning, 12-5. As a catcher talking with the number 40, Marzalek. Terzon at first. 2 gone. Nathan Zinn, the batter. It's been a tough one for us today, but bit by bit, piece by piece, inch by inch, we maybe, just maybe, can come back. Wouldn't that be incredible? But it's unlikely, but you never know. Nathan Zinn trying to keep hope alive once again. 12-5 our score. Strike him one. 0-1 here to Zen. Nathan waiting. Marzalek gonna let it go. Terz at first. And Nathan's hit. 2 on, 2 out. Maui's up. 12-5 once again. 2 on and 2 out. And I assume that's all she wrote for Marzalek. Marzalek stay history. Rough 8th inning. Have to deal with Maui Kilbane here. With Terz at second and Nathan at first. Either he's done for the day or Coach Mountain's buying some time for his reliever out there. It looks like he's going to buy some time for the reliever. Three cashed in for the good guys in this inning. But there's 2 outs. 8th batter of the inning, Maui Kilbane. We're showing fight. There's no denying that. Strike 1 to Maui, 0-1. Terz at second. Nathan at first. 2 gone. Force play any base except home, of course. 0-1 and Maui's waiting. Here's the pitch coming up. Maui's gonna hit one into center. That'll sit down for a base hit. Terz will easily score 12-6. And the ball gets away, but backed up right there. So 4 runs cashed in for the good guys in this inning. We do indeed have another hitter. 12-6, 4 runs so far in this inning. 9th batter of the inning. Connor Groman is the pinch hitter. First pitch. Connor's gonna bounce one up the middle. The shortstop there throws down second, just gets him. Well, we have made it look a little interesting. 4 runs cashed in the 8th. Still needs 6 runs. So Brady Richmond's day is over. Gabe Hayek is in.
Oh, you're good. You look great. Up for one.
Gabe Hayek is in. Gabe is a senior right-hander from St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute in Buffalo. Buffalo, New York, of course. Gabe with the good guys down 6 as we try to make the impossible possible. 12-6. We have out hit them 13-10, but obviously hits don't matter when you're losing. Obviously, scoring 6 runs in an inning is far from easy. Seemingly a far-fetched task. But hey, if we scored 4 in the 8th, you never know what can happen.
Buy in or buy out, I guess. Right?
You never know, I guess. 12-6 here in the top half of the 9th. Gabe with a tough act to follow up as Brady Richmond pitched 2 shutout innings. I think this is our 6th pitcher today, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is our 6th pitcher today. Alrighty, number 10 leads off for them. That would be Brody Bardenstein. Bardenstein must be the new catcher for them. Fouled third base side, 0-1. 12-6 our score. As Gabe tries to shut him down in his 9th inning, or in the 9th inning, his 1st inning. This one's whooped up to Turs. He will secure it, 1 gone. So 2 pitches to get the 1st man gone. It's number 7 that's... Well, I thought that would be Brick Costura, but clearly it's not because he's a left-handed pitcher, not a third baseman. Gabe gives up ball 1 low. So it might sound like a silly question, but who's number 7 for us?
Noah English.
Noah English, duh. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. It's low. So Noah has taken over at 3rd for the good guys. Getting sent once again. This one's hit in the air out to left. Joey Mirasek watches it go in foul territory. 2-1. Two and one. Getting ready once again is Gabe Hayek. Pitch. It's inside, 3-1. Now that I think about it, we haven't had a 1-2-3 inning today. Gabe would love to get it here. 3-1 though. You got some to swing and miss. 3-2 here to number 3, John Klein. Klein in a full count. He's going to bloop one foul. That's heading towards me, and that might hit a car. It fortunately does not. 7th pitch of the at-bat. As Gabe tries to get something going, the pitch, he walked him. John Klein reaches first on a 7-pitch walk, and the senior from Madison High School in Vienna, Virginia, is on. Number 34, that is Reese Arnold. Gabe gets back in work. Bunt attempt low. 1. Gonna have to need a miracle here. 6 runs in the bottom of the 9th, bare minimum to force extras. Gabe Hayek. His 1-0 run goes. It's a ball and no need to throw down second. He'll easily make it. Drop by Cood. Breaks up the double play situation. For now, it's 12-6. Gabe is ready. Wants it going 2-0. And he missed again. 3-0. Whoa, whoopsies. I think my gimbal might have died. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to fix it. 3-0. And he watches for a strike. 3-1. Excuse me for 1 second, folks. Well, here we go. It's 3-1. Sorry for the shaky screen. My gimbal must have died on me. He fires strike 2, full count after it was once upon a time 3-0. Excuse me again, folks. Just need to get everything all set up. Gabe Hayek on 3-2. I apologize once again. Here comes your payoff. It is a ball, and the runner goes down to third in the process. Sorry, folks. There we go. Got it. So I apologize for the screen being a little shaky. And by a little, I mean really shaky. Number 5, that is Eli Owens. Owens with men at the corners here. 1 gone. And now make it 13-6. Base hit in the left. So maybe the hopes and dreams of a comeback were too good to be true. If they were even possible. Excuse me, folks. Just need to put on my AirPods. Oh, yes, I'm a little surprised that we lifted Brady. Because Brady had back-to-back shutout innings. Strike 1 here to number 51, Zach Stern. Gonna need at least 7 to keep the dream alive. Side 1-1. Has Chet said anything today? No, it has not. Golly nuts. Down by a touchdown and a point after attempt to Washington Jefferson. Strike 2, 1-2. Getting sent once again. Gabe Hayek with the good guys now down 7 instead of 6, but it's all right. The back end of the bullpen has not done bad today. 4 runs in the last 4 innings and 1 in the last 3. The 3 runs in the last 4 innings, excuse me. There's 1 high in the air out to shallow left. Does Turds have it? No, Joey does. Number 2, Eli Kite. He is the batter. Sorry that the screen is shaking once again. My gimbal died on me. So don't blame me, blame the gimbal. 1 upstairs, 1 up. 13-6. You can see it right there, folks, or can you? I hope you can. Gabe Hayek is ready. Here's his pitch. Ball, but it's blocked. 1-1. Or 2. I stand corrected. You got action going on in the bullpen right now. Once again, Gabe Hyatt. There's that first and second here, 2 gone. 3-0. You messed up. I tell you, if he gives up another head, you can kiss our hopes and dreams of comeback goodbye if they were gone already. 3-0. You walk some. So the bases are loaded. It is the 7th batter of the inning. Schuler is up. Playing on any base. Ball one, he missed all. Look, we got a lefty going in the bullpen, so there is that. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Sure, way ahead now. I ought to say he's ahead. You gonna take him out midway through the count? Yes. Midway through the count. 2 balls, no strikes. We're gonna roll with another dude out there. Looks to me it's number 35. First time I've mentioned that number this season. If I can find who it is. Nolan Kelliker. Nolan will check in a bases loaded situation here with 2 gone. It's already a 2 ball, no strike count. Gabe got the first 2 outs of the inning. Let's hope Nolan can get that last. Been a long game to say the least. 13-6. As you can tell, we're trying to inch back in this thing. But then again, that's easier said than done. We'll see what Nolan can do in a 2 ball, no strike count already. Very rare to see a pitcher getting lifted in the middle of the at-bat. But actually, that doesn't work, so apologies. Wait a minute, I thought of something brilliant. If I put it on my water bottle. I don't know if you can see it or whatnot. But number 8 is Ben Shore. Shore is ahead 3-0. He's ahead 3-0. One more bad pitch, it's 14-6. Nolan waiting. He got set. Here comes your 3 ball, no strike pitch, but he steps off the mound, lobs it back down to second. 13-6. Hasn't really been our ball game, but it is what it is. Here comes the pitch. Takes it for a strike. That's good. 3-1. Good comeback there by Nolan Kelliker. And he got in a swing and miss. It's a full count. Everybody's going. Everybody's going, that's for sure. 3-2, 2 out here in the 9th. Getting ready once again. Everybody goes. Payoff is low. And it's 14-6. 14-6. Brian Feldman is up, looking to make it even worse. 14-6, excuse me, 8th batter of the inning. He guns the strike 0-1. Says 13-10 up there, should say, or 13-6, it should say 14-6. We're gonna need a miracle 8 runs. Bare minimum. 1 ball, 1 strike, it's low. Tomorrow is nothing, I believe, on WHBW, but Saturday is a baseball game, as there's a half swing and a half miss, 1-2. Gabe tagged with that run that just came in on the walk. 1-2 to Feldman. Here it comes. And he got him. Well, stranger things have happened, folks. I'm not a betting man, but if I were to bet, I want to bet on a comeback. It is 14-6 here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. You know, it says 13-6. I believe it's actually 14-6. Number 13, Dante DiMatteo. DiMatteo. Dante DiMatteo is pitching for the President's 8-run lead to operate with. If he blows it, that would be very sad. I mean, it'd be very great, but very sad for them, of course. DiMatteo, a senior, 6'2". He's from Fox Chapel High School in Pittsburgh. 14-6. Obviously, a miracle and then some is needed. Good guys down 14-6. Once again, we're out hitting them, but we're not outscoring them. And we're not outscoring the opponents. That's never a good sight to see. Never good. I don't know who's leading off for us. I believe it's Joey Marisak, and sure enough, it is Mr. Marisak. Looking for the comeback of a lifetime. Eight-run hole, 14-6. Stranger things have happened, but I don't think stranger things are going to happen, sadly. Joey Marisak leads off. By watching ball one upstairs, all right, 1-0. DiMatteo, the senior, would be either number 40, Marzalek, if he was in for the first 7 innings. If not, it was Eric Strusneg, as that one makes it in there 1-1 with the win. And poor Trip Taylor will be tagged with the loss. Trip may have given up 3 runs, but they were the first 3 of the contest. Joey tried to make it 14-7 there, and he makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes instead. Joey just needs to get on base. That's all he's got to do. 1-2. Oh, it got away from the catcher. And the throw down at first is in time. Jay Struchel's up. Don't worry, 2 more outs and it's over. Struchel with 1 out here in the 9th inning. Good guys down by 8. Always tough to see that. There's one in the air out the straightaway left. It's going to be caught. We'll be down to our last out. It's Brandon Jelpy, our last hope. Well, we just didn't have it tonight. Always tough when that happens, folks. Jelpy and try to keep something going for us. And there's one as short. This is going to do it. Good play there. Good throw there. Game over. And the Presidents murder us 14-6. Well, it happens. We got to get back against Muskingum, that's for sure. Tyler, thanking you for watching. Till next time, so long, everybody.